Hi, and welcome to your Unwind and Recharge Yoga Flow. My name is Steph Paulson, and I also have Chief with us today. Today, we'll be focusing on releasing tension. The props I have with me are a blanket. You can also use a towel, and I also have 2 blocks. Let's get started in child's pose. Watch out, sweetheart. Okay. So big toes touch. Your knees can come together for a little bit more support, or they can be separated. Remember, this is your practice. Let's explore the poses for our body. Extend the arms and rest your forehead on the mat. You can also place a block underneath your forehead if that offers more support, and rest the forearms down to the mat. If you feel any tension or strain behind your knees, a rolled up blanket or towel is helpful for that. And let's take this time to release any tension that we're holding on to, whether that be muscle tension. Release any muscles that aren't holding you in this pose, or any stress or anxiety happening in the mind. Acknowledge it and let it go. Let's be present together. Start to observe your breath. Just watch your breath as you inhale and exhale. No need to make any changes. Feel your belly and rib cage expand as you inhale, and contract as you exhale. On your next exhale, let's come back to all fours. Okay, let's take the knees underneath the hips. The ankles are right behind the knees. And we're going to take our hands to the top of the mat and sit our hips back. So this pose is called puppy dog. You can rest the forehead on the mat or a block or a blanket. You might feel the stretch across the upper back, through the arms, through the shoulders, through the side body. It could be a lot of places. We'll be holding these poses for longer to really receive the benefits of slowing down the body, of slowing down the mind. Let's walk our hands back slightly. Take it just in front of your shoulders. Let's inhale that right arm up. Twist just a little bit. Thread the needle. And bring it into a shoulder stretch. You're welcome to extend the top arm. You can keep it bent. You can also wrap it behind your back. Remember, this is your practice. Explore the poses, how you want to explore them. And if it's helpful during this practice, maybe you close your eyes or keep a soft gaze. Let's take it to the other side. So go ahead and slide that top hand in, press yourself up, and take a moment to pause. Notice how that right side feels. Second side. So left arm reaches up, and let's twist. Thread the needle, bring it through. Carving out some time and stopping our busy schedule is challenging, certainly. But we need to practice the stillness in order to have more balance in our life and in order to receive the benefits of being still. If your arm's extended, go ahead and bend it. Bring it back in. Press yourself up. Take a moment in all fours. On your exhale, go ahead and sit your hips back on your heels, Vajrasana. So we're going to take a nice gentle twist to warm up the spine even more. We inhale our arms up. Exhale, take the right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Take the left hand behind the left hip. Of course, if sitting on your heels is not comfortable, you can sit in a different position, cross-legged or legs extended, or even on a chair, whatever makes you feel good. Broaden across the collarbones. Feel the stretch on the side body. Inhale the arms up. Lengthen through both sides of the torso. Exhale, we twist. This time the left hand goes on the outside of the right thigh and the right hand's behind your hip. Let's spin to the center. Okay, go ahead and flip your toes under, lift your hips high for the first down dog. Feel free to pedal out the feet, add a little bit of movement, or maybe you prefer to be still. Okay. Make those choices for yourself. Make yourself feel good. That's what this practice is about. Add a lot of bend into your knees. Stretch the hips high. Walk your hands back to your toes. Keep your knees bent. Rest the torso on the thighs. Let the head drop. You can use your towel, or you can interlace your hands behind your back. Or maybe you grab your towel and lift your hands any amount off of your lower back. So stretching out the chest, the shoulders, the biceps. Let's slide the shoulders away from the ears to create more space for the neck. And observe your breath here. The stretch can be pretty intense. So if you notice your breath Getting a little bit faster. Pull back a little bit. Release. Switch the cross or the interlace of your hands and lift up the lower back any amount. Slide the shoulders away from the ears. Go ahead and release the hands. Pull the belly button into the spine, roll up bone by bone. Your head comes up last. Let's stay at the back of the mat just for a moment. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands come to the outside of the shins. Stack the hips over the heels, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just one more time. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, we fold. Let's walk our hands out to a down dog position. Take the feet close together towards the midline. Inhale, the right leg comes up. Exhale, let's take the right foot in between your hands. Now this is where you might want to grab your blanket for your back knee. Go ahead and drop the back knee down. Let's take both of our hands on the inside of the right thigh. And maybe you toe heel the right foot away from the midline. Uncurl the back toes. So coming into lizard. You can stay up on the palms of your hands. You can drop down to your forearms. You can also use your blocks. We'll be here just for a little bit. Maybe about a minute or so. Now in this pose, in this flow, you can let your hips sink as long as your lower back feels okay. And the choice is yours. If you want to keep a long spine, go for it. If you want to have a little curve to your spine, a little flexion, that's okay as well. A little rounding. Just make sure your body is feeling good. That's the most important part. And if you're not there already, maybe you come up to the palms of your hands. And let's go into a quad stretch. So picking the back toes up, reaching for your foot. And of course you can stay in lizard, or you can join me in twisted monkey. So adding a little spinal rotation here. Your hands can be on the ground, you can be on your forearm. We'll be here just for about another 30 seconds or so. Go ahead and release the back foot. We're going to bring the back leg up to Malasana. You might need a block or two, not required. So the back foot comes in, come into a yogi squat. I'm going to use my block today to sit. Hands come to heart center. So another hip opener here. Let's take the left hand down and we're going to twist to the right. Second side, come back to center. Take an inhale here. Exhale, place the right hand down, twist to the left. Take the top hand down. Lift the hips high. Toe heel your feet back in underneath your hips. Go ahead and remove that block just off to the side. Forward fold, Uttanasana. We're at the top of the mat here. If you would like a little bit more, take your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Take an inhale, find length. Exhale, bend at the elbows. And gently take your body closer to your thighs. Feel the opening in the back side of the thighs. And if you feel an intense stretch behind your knees, bend your knees ever so slightly. Take an inhale, find length. Exhale, go ahead and release. Left foot stays, right foot goes behind. Drop the back heel down on your blanket. And I like to toe heel my foot out a little bit. Both hands are on that inside the left leg. Uncurl the back toes. You can use your blocks here. Hands can be on the mat, or you can drop your forearms down to the mat. And just a little bit longer here. Maybe you come up to the palms of your hands. Maybe you come into twisted monkey, not required. Explore what makes your body feel good. That's what this practice is about. Creating a little space so you can slow down and benefit from these slower practices. Go ahead and release the back foot. Okay, let's bring the back leg or the back foot up to meet the front. Move one block to the side. Come into that yogi squat. Take an inhale here. Exhale, let it go. This time the right hand goes down, left hand reaches up. find length. So create a little bit more space in that spine. Make sure you're not forcing anything, but just getting a good yummy stretch. Switch second side. And take your hands down. Go ahead and remove the blanket or towel out of the way. Let's lift the hips up. Remove that block, toe heel your feet back in underneath your hips. Let the head and neck drop. Let's take our knees down to the mat. And we're going to take our right foot to the left wrist and right knee to the right wrist. So coming into pigeon. Of course, you can bend the back leg. You can prop a blanket underneath that right hip. Whatever makes you feel more comfortable in this pose. And of course, you can go into reclined figure 4 if that's better for you. I invite you to explore any expression of this pose. So you can be upright, you can be folded over, you can rest your forehead on your hands, you can extend the arms. We'll be here for about a minute. Take this opportunity to notice what's arising in your mind. This slower practice will challenge you. You may notice that you get a little anxious or more fidget a little bit more. And that's just your body, that's your mind telling you that we need to practice slowing down. We need to add that balance into our life. Don't beat yourself up. It's just, we're just learning more about ourselves. And the more that we know and learn about ourselves, the more we can give to our family and our communities. All right, if you're not on the palms of your hands already, go ahead and come up. Let's slide that front leg all the way back. And just take a moment here. We have the second side. So your left ankle comes to that right wrist. Left knee goes to the left wrist. And of course, you can place blankets underneath the left hip. You can bend the back knee. You can go into a reclined figure 4. If it feels good, maybe to do a slightly different expression of this pose on the second side, do it. The left sides and right sides are different. And that's just from years of favoriting one side. And we're always trying to come closer to balance, but we'll take these short practices to just become more aware and practice more balance from the left side to right side. Go ahead and press yourself up to the palms of your hands if you're not there already, and slide the front leg all the way back. All right, let's come into a wide-legged forward fold, Upavishta. You can use your towel or blanket to place underneath your hips if you feel a tightness in your lower back. Okay, that will offer some relief. Let's take our legs out wide. Have your blocks or maybe even a pillow or your towel handy. All right, so we're in a wide leg, and start to walk your hands out any amount. Your back can be straight or it can be rounded. I like to take blocks to rest my torso and my forehead. So please know that everyone is bringing different experiences into the mat. Everyone is built differently. So you might notice that your shape looks different from what you see on, the internet or what my shape looks like. Just be where you are now. Arrive where you are now. Now for this practice, it's okay to kind of just let your legs do whatever they do naturally. So whether it's, slightly rolling out because you're externally rotated, or maybe your knees are facing to the sky, or maybe they're rolling in slightly. That's okay for this practice. We just want to melt, let go, and unwind. If you notice you're holding tension anywhere in your muscles, see if you can release. Tell yourself, let go. Yoga teaches us not to have any expectations and just to arrive and be present. That seems to be a challenge in the world that we live in right now. So coming to our mat and practicing just being with our body, being with our thoughts, is a practice. We learn more about ourselves. We learn that the only thing that we really can control is our reactions. So how are you reacting to this pose? Are you able to change it to make a more positive experience? Walk your hands up if you're not already there. All right, let's take a side stretch. So let's head over to the right side first. I like to take a block, not necessary, but I'll rest my forearm on the block, and I'll take that left arm over and reach. So sometimes I let my left arm rest on my head. Sometimes I rest it behind my back. We'll be here for about 30 seconds or so. Side body stretch. And feel free to move that top arm to a place where it's comfortable and you can sustain it for a little bit. Inhale, come all the way up, second side. Taking that right arm up. Side body stretch. So this is a great practice to do if you need to unwind from your day, or if you're feeling really busy. This is a great practice to do at any time of the day. Come on up. All right. Let's take our legs together. Go ahead and grab the outside of your thighs. Legs will go straight out in front and just give them a little shake. All right, let's lay all the way down. Feet are on the mat, knees are bent, and roll down bone by bone. Take the feet about mat width. Let the knees knock together. One hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. Let's practice a little bit of breath work to release any tension or anxiety. So imagine you're at a beautiful waterfall. You can hear the waterfall crashing against the rocks. And you notice the waterfall is separated by 3 pools. These pools of water collect what the waterfall gives and then releases it to the next pool. So we're going to use this image as we go into some breath work. Let's take a deep inhale. Belly and rib cage expand. Taking us to the very top of the waterfall, very top. You see a beautiful blue sky, some puffy white clouds. And as you exhale, you arrive at the first pool and you pause. Take a second exhale. Arrive at the next pool and pause. Take a third exhale. Arrive at the next pool and pause. Take 2 cycles of breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. One more time. In through the nose, out through the nose. Let's do that again. Inhale, belly and rib cage expand, filling up your body with all the breath. Let's take one more sip of air. You're at the top of the waterfall. Exhale a third. Come to that first pool. Exhale another third. Come to that second pool. Exhale the remaining amount. Come to that last pool. Take 2 cycles of breath. Let's do that 2 more times on your own. And on your next exhale, go ahead and extend the arms overhead, extend the legs overhead, making your body long. And release. You are welcome to go into Shavasana. If that is something that you are wanting right now, go ahead and press pause. If you would like to close with me, go ahead and roll up to a comfortable seated position. Let's cross the legs comfortably. You can sit up on blocks as well. Hands can either be on your thighs or maybe heart center. Thank you so much for joining in on the Unwind Yoga Flow today. Fantastic job to your commitment to your wellness. My name is Steph Paulson. Please subscribe, please like, and please share these videos. And if you know someone that could use these yoga videos, please let them know. Thank you so much. May peace always be with you.